Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarani Jana Yashodanandana Brajajanarani Jana Yamunatira Bonashari Jamunatira Bonachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
and I'm not. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
And I'm going to with God. Holding on to it 3G.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari
And I'm all I was 10 steps. That's God being on the thing.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Love to us, but all and all.
Jashodanandana Brajajanarani Yashodanandana Brajajanarani
And that's on first God.
Jamunatira Bonachari
Easy to tell as well.
Jamunatira Bonachari
I don't want to swimming.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
I'm doing to
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayong Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Ashtuttar Shatu Shri Srimad Abhay Charanar Bindu Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shamabeto Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sannavadi Paschat. Amen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 12, birth of Emperor Parikshit, text 2. Tasya Janma Mahabuddhe Karmani Cha Mahatmanaha Nidhanang Cha Jathaibashit Sa Pretya Gatavan Jatha Tasya Janma Mahabuddhe Karavani Cha Mahatmanaha Nidhanang Cha Jathaivāsit Sa Pretya Gatavan Yatha. Of Maharaj Parikshit. Janma, birth. Mahabuddhe, of great intelligence. Karmani, activities. Cha, also. Mahatmanaha, of the great devotee. Nidhanam, demise. Cha, also. Yatha, as it was. Eva, of course. Ashit, happened. Sa, he. Preta, destination after death. Gatavan, achieved. Jatha, as it were. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. How was the great Emperor Parikshit, was a highly intelligent and great devotee, born in that womb? How did his death take place? And what did he achieve after his death? Please repeat after me. How was the great Emperor Parikshit, who was a highly intelligent and great devotee, born in that womb? How did his death take place? And what did he achieve after his death? Tasya janmo mahabuddhe karmani cha mahatmanaha nidhanang cha jathaivasit sa pritta gatavan yatha. How was the great Emperor Parikshit, who was highly intelligent and a great devotee, born in that womb? How did his death take place? and what did he achieve after his death. So, Shaunaka Rishi is asking Sutta Goswami, Srimad Bhagavatam has two phases or two aspects. One aspect is Shaunaka Rishi's question and Sutta Goswami is answering those questions. And the other aspect, the main aspect of Srimad Bhagavatam is actually Parikshit Maharaja's questions and Sukadeva Goswami's answers to his question. Sukadeva Goswami's answers to those questions. Parikshit Maharaj was cursed to that he would die within 7 days. As soon as Parikshit Maharaj got to know that, he decided to prepare himself for that time. As I was mentioning earlier, the Krishna consciousness actually is a culture that teaches us how to die. The art of dying, that's what Krishna consciousness is. Materialistic culture teaches us the art of living. But Krishna consciousness teaches us the art of dying. How to die. Because if we know how to die, our life will become successful. So here is a wonderful example, Parikshit Maharaj. As soon as he got to know that he was going to die, he has only 7 days, he immediately decided to prepare himself for death. Okay, now I have only 7 days and now let me prepare myself. And Parikshit Maharaj left his kingdom. He gave his kingdom to his son, Janamejai, and decided to go to the bank of the Ganges. He sat on the bank of Ganges in Prayopobation. Upavation means to sit down. And Prayopobation means to sit down to prepare for death. No more wasting time, no more eating, no more sleeping, no more even drinking. Just sitting down to give up the body. His father, his grandfather, Parikshit Maharaj's grandfather, actually prepared himself, grandfather along with his other brothers, the Pandavas, they prepared themselves for death by walking. That is called Mahaprasthan. So there are different ways of preparing for death. Pandavas accepted this process by Mahaprasthan. Great, Maha means great and Prasthan means departure. Great departure. They started to walk. They left their palace, all 5 brothers along with Draupadi, and they started to walk and walk and walk till their body fell. No more sleeping, no more eating. And one after another, they left their body. First was Draupadi, then Sahadev, then Nakul, then Arjun, then Bhim. For Yudhishthira Maharaj, the chariot came from the heavenly planet to take him there. So that's one way of giving up one's body. Just walk. So we can see how great was the determination. This is the sign of the nobility of their characters. Their character was so great, so noble, so exalted, that when they decided to do something, they would not deviate. They would just do that. and not deviate from that. They decided to give up their body by walking towards Himalayas. They did that. No compromise, no more deviation. Now Parikshit Maharaj, he decided to give up his body in pryopobation, sitting down to accept death. Let death come. I am sitting down and fix my mind on Krishna. In this way, in the Vedic culture, there are different ways of giving up body. Another way of giving up body is called Antarjali Yatra. Antarjali means entering into the water. So in that, when the time of death comes, one actually, the body is half submerged in the Ganges. His body is practically submerged in the Ganges. Only the head sticks out, and he gives up his body in contact with the Ganges. So in this way, in the Vedic culture, there are various ways of giving up one's body to achieve the ultimate perfection of life. So Parikshit Maharaj decided to go to the bank of the Ganges and sit on pryopobation. And at that time, many saintly personalities came there. And finally, Shukadeva Goswami. And Parikshit Maharaj and others also could recognize that he is the most exalted personality. Although a young boy, just about 15 years old, and he did not have any, he was apparently behaving like a madman. And just as a madman moves about stark naked, he was stark naked, young boy. And women and children were teasing him. But he was completely unperturbed. His consciousness was completely fixed in the lotus feet of Krishna. Therefore, he did not have any awareness of this material happenings, the happenings of the material nature. How people treated him did not affect him at all. And when Shukadeva Goswami came, everyone stood up. Just by seeing him, they could see that he is a very exalted person. From his bodily symptoms, they could recognize that he is a very exalted person. So, and Vyasasan was given to him. And Parikshit Maharaj started to ask him questions, and Shukadeva Goswami began to answer. Shukadeva Goswami, and the answers that Shukadeva Goswami gave to Parikshit Maharaj's question is Srimad Bhagavatam, is the basis of Srimad Bhagavatam. What happened to the sound? শব্দ হচ্ছে একটা। রোজই যখন কারেন্ট চলে যায় তো ওই জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকা উচিত। হ্যাঁ, সেই তো বলছি, প্রতিদিন তো এই সময় চলে যায়, সুতরাং প্রস্তুত থাকা উচিত। যেখানে শব্দটা হয়, যাই হোক, একজন কেউ ইয়ে করে দেখো কোথায় ইয়েটা হয়, Kripa. So, Suta Goswami was present in that assembly. When Parikshit Maharaj was sitting on prior probation and Then he came across, or rather Shukadeva Goswami arrived there, and what went on between Parikshit Maharaja and Shukadeva Goswami was witnessed by Suta Goswami. And later on, when the sages of Naimisharanya asked Suta Goswami, what is the goal of life? This is the age of Kali. It's a very dangerous situation. What should be done? Then Suta Goswami narrated what he heard at that time, when Parikshit Maharaj was about to leave his body, and Sukadeva Goswami instructed him. So this is the disciplic succession. One hears from the spiritual master, and repeats what he has heard. And here we are seeing again Shaunaka Rishi, on behalf of the sages of Naimisharanya, is asking Suta Goswami. One question leads to another question. One answer leads to another answer. This is how the questions and answers take place. This is how the spiritual knowledge is distributed. All these scriptures are actually records of questions and answers about the relevant topic, Krishna consciousness. Bhagavad Gita is the question and answer between Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna asked the question, Krishna answered. That's what is Bhagavad Gita. Mahabharata also is the questions and answers between Janamejaya and Vaishampayan. There are two Mahabharatas. One is what Vaishampayan gave, Vaishampayan told, another one is Jaimini told. So here also we see Srimad Bhagavatam is the questions and answers. So these questions and answers are actually important. Because pranipatena pariprashnena. This pariprashna, sincere inquiry, is very important. A disciple must ask the spiritual master. If one is sincere, then he would ask. If there is no question, that means he knows everything. Or he is not interested about anything. He is not interested about spiritual truth. If one is sincere, then he will naturally have questions. If he doesn't have questions, that means he already understood everything. And if he already understood everything, then what is the need to accept the spiritual master? So this question, sincere inquiry, actually makes the topic, makes the understanding sink deep in the heart. We notice, like in Bhagavatam, we sit in Bhagavatam class, what happens? Most of the time we fall asleep or the mind wanders. But that is not the way to receive this knowledge. If the mind is not attentive, if the consciousness is not alert, then we won't be able to receive this knowledge. Attending Bhagavatam class or these discourses should not be a matter of formality or compulsion, One shouldn't come to the Bhagavatam class just because otherwise the temple authorities will get upset. No, it shouldn't be a compulsion. Like, it should be a natural inclination. We should be eager to hear Bhagavatam. We should, and when you come to the Bhagavatam class, we should not come to hear some nice stories. Although the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very, very interesting and exciting. They're the most wonderful stories, but we shouldn't come just to hear the stories. We should come to understand how to conquer death, how to transcend this bondage of this material nature, how to become situated in our eternal loving relationship with Krishna. If we want to take advantage of our situation in ISKCON, that is what we should do. We must listen carefully. Not that get some excuse to run away and do something else. If we do that, then we won't be able to make spiritual advance. We must become interested, sincere about our spiritual life. And the interest will be displayed by our questions. We must ask questions. As the questions come in our heart, we must inquire. And the senior devotees, the Guru Varga, in ISKCON you must remember that ISKCON is not a society of just where the relationship is just between Diksha Guru and disciple. ISKCON is an institution where there are many gurus. Diksha Guru may be one, Diksha Guru is one, but Shiksha Gurus can be many. And Gurus doesn't even have to be just sannyasis or recognized initiating spiritual masters. Anyone in a senior position is a Guru. Anyone who can answer my questions is a Guru. Anyone who guides me in my spiritual life is my Guru. That should be the understanding. It is an institution of Guru and disciple. Not that just one person is Guru and everyone else is disciple. This is an institution where everyone is a disciple and everyone is a Guru. Everyone is in a position to impart Krishna consciousness because he has received the knowledge himself. Therefore, he is a Guru. When you go out and preach, when you go out, give house programs, what you are doing? You are assuming the position of a Guru and you are imparting the spiritual knowledge. So whoever imparts the spiritual knowledge is the Guru. And what's his qualification? Jai Krishna Tattvavetta, Shai Guru. One who knows Krishna is a Guru. One who doesn't know Krishna, no matter how many thousands of followers he has, he is a nonsense. He is not a Guru. If he doesn't know Krishna, he cannot become a Guru. He may even speak about Bhagavat Katha, Ram Katha, Krishna Katha, but these are, if he doesn't know Krishna, Tattvata, no matter how many people come to listen to him, he is not a Guru. And what is the qualification of a Guru? What is the symptom of a Guru? How do we recognize a Guru? By coming in contact with him, others become devotees of Krishna. We see there is some fashionable katha goes on in India. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 people come to listen to them. Big speaker. But not a single person becomes a devotee. Not a single person becomes a devotee of Krishna. They come to listen, but when they go back home, they keep on doing their nonsense. It is like an entertainment. As people go to see a movie, these people come to hear Bhagavat Katha, Ram Katha. But their heart doesn't change. So what's the use of that Katha? The purpose of the Katha should be to make them into devotees. If at least one person can become a devotee, that Katha is successful. But if no one becomes a devotee, then what's the use? People carry on doing their nonsense when they go home. They continue to do their nonsensical activities. Prabhupada didn't come here to do that. Prabhupada did completely different. He was not interested in this mass popularity. Prabhupada was concerned that I want the quality, not quantity. If you come to me, you have to become a devotee of Krishna. Otherwise, don't waste your time, don't waste my time. If you're serious about your spiritual life, then only you come to me. Unfortunately, the response in India was very bad when Prabhupada was here. The response was practically nil. Prabhupada became disgusted. He left India, went to America. And there it worked. The young boys and girls responded to Srila Prabhupada's appeal. If you want to make your life successful, come to me. I will teach you how to conquer death. I'll teach you how to make your human form of life successful. And if you want to do it, if you want to listen to me, then accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. And if you have any question, you can ask. If you want to challenge, come challenge me. I am prepared to give you. I am prepared to smash your challenge. That was Srila Prabhupada. Big leaders came, challenged Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada defeated all of them and exposed them. That you are pretending to be religious leaders, but you don't know what religion actually is, what the goal of life is. You do not know what's the purpose of religion, and you become a religious leader. You're promoting cow killing, and you're claiming yourself to be a spiritual leader. Prabhupada's attack on the Christians in the West was that. Jesus said, "Thou shalt not kill." Why are you killing cows? A simple point. Jesus says, "Thou shalt not kill." If you are a Christian, if you are a follower of Jesus, why are you killing cows? Didn't have any answer. And if somebody spoke something, one could see how stupid those people were. And Srila Prabhupada made everyone give up, every single one of his followers gave up the sinful life. They gave up meat eating, they gave up intoxication, they gave up illicit sex, they gave up gambling and accepted Krishna as their supreme Lord and Master and became his servant. So that is the real business. The real business is not to attract some people, big crowd, and make some entertainment program on the basis of Srimad Bhagavatam without accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are not here to establish Krishna as God. They are here to establish themselves as God. And that's why it doesn't work. If we accept Krishna as God, everyone will follow. If I want to establish myself as God, no one will follow me. Only some fools will follow me. And what's the use of getting that kind of followers? What's the point in getting a bunch of fools as my followers? A real leader wants committed, intelligent, dedicated individuals as his followers. When Napoleon was building the army, he was not interested about some bunch of fools and cheap admirers. His concern was, If you're prepared to give your life for me, then you join me. Same is with Guru Gobind Singh. His challenge was, his offer was, who is prepared to give his life? Dharma is in danger. Who is prepared to save Dharma? In order to save Dharma, prepared to give his life. And those who stepped forward, with him, he created his army. Khalsa. So a real leader is interested about sincere followers. He doesn't care about some stupid, cheap admirers. If you're prepared to give your life for the cause that I am pursuing, then join me. Otherwise, don't waste your time and don't waste my time. And that's how Srila Prabhupada created ISKCON. Those who are joining ISKCON, they must be determined in their purpose. They must be prepared to sacrifice themselves to join the army of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the army of Srila Prabhupada. And by offering ourselves, we'll gain ourselves. By offering ourselves, we'll achieve immortality. So here we are seeing how sincerely Shaunaka Rishi is asking the questions and how expertly Suta Goswami is answering those questions. And the basis of his answer is the authority of Sukadeva Goswami. Hare Krishna, Gaur Premanande, Hare. Does anybody have any question? Yes, Madhavendra? That's by the Mahabharata that has been given by Jaimini. You see, in Brihad Bhagavatamritam, it has been mentioned that narration of Vaishampayan was mostly related to Karma Kanda section. But Jaimini's Bhagavatam was actually based on pure devotion. Jaimini's Mahabharata.
Why? But that's not part of the periods. It's that that's not this not that it gave the wrong place. And that was that in the parents series bringing
Not, it's not, what's that? The other kind is?
and it there's like a obviously say you can there that you should go. Yeah, like you need the take proper care of the word, right? So they back on say it's well the cut.
Yeah. You see, the difference between this kind of departure and suicide is, this is a preparation for leaving the body. And suicide is just destroying the body. See the difference? Like, his question is that different types of giving up body, isn't it a kind of suicide? It appears to be like some sort of suicide. No. Suicide is when one destroys the body. But this is a preparation to depart from the body. The Pandavas, why did they leave home on Mahaprasthan? Their purpose, their consideration was, Krishna left the planet. What's the point in being here now? Krishna brought them to take part in his pastimes. Now that Krishna left, okay, let us also leave. Now, if say, for example, if somebody wants to commit suicide, okay, our answer will be okay. Instead of putting yourself under or taking poison or cutting your throat or passing a bullet through your brains, Start walking towards Himalayas without eating and sleeping. Commit suicide that way. Then I'll see. So if somebody comes and tells you that he wants to commit suicide, you can tell him. Either sit down, then do that. Sit down at one place. Stop eating and stop sleeping. And if you can give up your body in that way, then your life will be successful. Or start walking towards Himalayas without eating, drinking, sleeping. Yes. Acha, your question.
Calculate. I'm going to start on the other. I think it's the investigation is not the start. I think you have here. The I mean, the country, the go a little bit hard to think about. Race, the world, the she given baby, I'm sure not to believe it.
ये साधु संग का ज़रूरत इसलिए होता है, जिस संग में हमारे जीवन का जो उद्देश्य है उसको हम सही रूप से समझ लेते हैं और साधुओं ने उसको याद भी दिला देते हैं, क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. तो साधु संग के कारण ऐसे निष्ठा होता है. और साधु संग से जब हम चले जाते हैं, असाधु संग में जब चले जाते हैं, तो उस काम करने के लिए निष्ठा आ जाता है, गलत काम करने के लिए, है ना. तो सही काम करने के लिए साधु का संग में रहना चाहिए और गलत काम करने के लिए असाधु का संग में रहना चाहिए. गलत काम का मतलब भगवत भक्ति बिना और जो कुछ काम. ना वो तो अच्छा है, शिप्रा में नहाना, गोपाल जी के मंदिर दर्शन करना.
And hung behind the head.
तो ठीक है, तो हम हर समय हमारे साथ ही रहिए. हरे कृष्ण. Fun.
You don't need nothing of that to that village. As I get it, the Indians, but how we got it. Well, be if I'm like, you show it. You should let those about the door, you'll give that. I'm all at the bar, Krishna, it's the one mission I met that I was over to them. And I'm about that. Is that the new stroke on that? How should it be? Well, like, the world will be that. Where that is. You know, when damn on, I'm at waiting this and that. You know, go out. You shut down something head. We'll go. I learned that in that I could show what did happen part of that. We not to that step and I said, you should not pick up argument with that. This big gap on one.
तुम तो ISKCON में हो, तुम तो स्वामी नारायण, तुम कहाँ हो? स्वामी नारायण में हो. तो ठीक है, तो ISKCON का जो शिक्षा है उसको ही ग्रहण कर. वो लोग क्या करते हैं उसको बात छोड़. तो तुम बताओ क्या करना चाहिए? निंदन करना चाहिए? हाँ, जो गलत काम जो हो रहा है उसका निंदा हो रहा है. हाँ, जो असल जो व्यक्ति जो थे वो भगवान को भक्त थे, उन्होंने भगवान का भक्त थे और उनका जो शिक्षा है वो भक्ति का ही शिक्षा. परंतु उसका जो फॉलोअर्स है, उनका जो फॉलोअर्स हैं, उन्होंने अगर कुछ उल्टा सीधा शिक्षा देना शुरू किया उनको शिक्षा न मानकर, तो क्या वो परंपरा सही है? हाँ, तो गलत तो ये है, परंपरा सही नहीं रहेगी। गुरु का जो शिक्षा था उसके अनुसार उसका प्रचार नहीं हो रहा, तो उससे तुमको क्या शिक्षा मिला? तुमको शिक्षा क्या मिला? तुमको ये शिक्षा मिलना चाहिए कि प्रभुपाद जो शिक्षा दिया है उसके बराबर तुम चलो। हाँ, उसको शिक्षा को हेरा फेरा मत करो, ठीक है? Somebody had a question. Yeah, Dhanudhar. Increase your desire to hear Srimad. And what was the first part of the question? How to get more focused in the class. How do you focus a light onto some point? Huh? If the light goes like this, will it be focused? The light has to come like this. Then it is focused. Right? Similarly, mind has the ability or propensity to go like this. If it goes like this, then will it be able to be focused? No. So and how does the mind go like that? Through the senses. Through the senses, mind go like that in different directions. Right? So what needs to be done is that the mind must be focused, must be converged. Instead of becoming diversified, mind must be converging. So there are 5 senses. So wherever you want to focus, the senses, that is the medium, you must use that one. Like for example, when you are hungry and when you eat food, the food is very nice. Where is your mind? At that time, your mind is in the food, right? And what is the sense? That is the medium through which the mind is going to the object of the sense. Which one? Huh? Right, the tongue. Isn't it? So the tongue and all the other senses help it. Like the eyes see the food and thinks, oh, how beautiful the food looks, right? The touch wants to taste, to feel it. Oh, how delicious is the touch. And then finally, when it comes to your tongue, then the mind says, wow. Right? So similarly, when we are hearing Krishna Katha, which is the receptacle, the ears, and everything else should be focused onto that sense, the hearing. So if we want to focus ourselves, we must concentrate on the topic in the mind through the hearing faculty. All right? Okay, yes, Radhika. generally by giving up one's body, by committing suicide, one does not go back to Godhead. You see, going back to God, say, okay, let us consider it this way. If you want to go to some place and you have a nice vehicle, now by destroying the vehicle, can you reach that destination? Or what is the way to reach that destination? By using the vehicle, you go to the destination. So similarly, the human form of life, the human body is a very wonderful vehicle. So if we use the vehicle properly, then we can reach the destination. But if we destroy this vehicle, then what will happen? We'll become stranded in the middle of nowhere. So that's what happens when one destroys his body. Suicide means destroying the body. And body is a gift of nature, especially the human body is a gift of nature. Nature has given us such a wonderful vehicle. Now, if we destroy this vehicle, nature will say, oh, I gave you such a nice gift and you squandered this, so I won't give you anything. I won't give you another body again. So that's why when one commits suicide, he gets stuck in a ghost body, subtle body. He doesn't get a gross body. He gets stuck in the subtle body. And that is called the ghost body. He may be, the tape recorder may be playing, but the question is whether he was hearing it, right? The tape recorder may play, but that doesn't mean that he was hearing it. And if one is acting such recklessly, that means, like he didn't hear Prabhupada's lectures properly. So if he did not listen to Prabhupada's lecture all this while, how come he is going to listen to Prabhupada's lecture properly at that time? Hare Krishna.